Hello, hello, hello. Hope everybody's having a good weekend so far. Ow, ha, shoulder, shit. Damn it. My shoulder is apparently still not fully recovered. Especially after I've worked with our roofer yesterday again. Oh well. Just a few more days, then it should be okay again. Anyways, we're going to finish the event story now. And after that, I will see how much energy I got left.
Victory, NIKKE.
And we will see then how far we will get into our Natlan adventures. There's also a new character out, which I'm very... Oh, what's that? A NIKKE space exploration story. Interesting. Definitely something I have to check out. Is there a certain time? Okay, there's still time, good. Let's see. Let me just open something real quick. Fresh monster, nice. Well, after that I got one more candle left. No clue when I'm going to drink it though. Don't wanna like
The
drink
party isn't over yet,
every
is
day.
it? Let's go back and enjoy
And be
ourselves.
very healthy for the body. Oh, look who is back in the rehabilitation center. Well, got anything to say? So mean. Wasn't it a bit much throwing me in solitary for that long? It's not like it was my first time roaming around. My sweet room, I missed you so. Now then, in celebration of my long-awaited return to my room, why don't I go on a little excursion? Wow, you just arrived here and now you're already wanting to go away. First this way, then left. Why do I feel like she's gonna appear in my room again? And hang right. Huh? Oh. Huh? How did paper airplane get in here? Hardly anyone knows this path, the Phantom. Seems like things are about to get interesting again. Miranda, did you finish writing that report? Yes, Polly. Good. Read it to me. Report. I collaborated with the Phantom Thieves in order to ensure justice was served. I heard that the citizen in question was quite happy upon having his lost property returned to him. I am disappointed that I did not get to see it for myself. My hope is that next time I will be able to do so. In the future, I will continue in my role as a law enforcement officer to ensure that justice is upheld. Written by Miranda. Is that it? Yep, that's all. Polly, the commander even came all the way out here and explained the situation to us. Don't you think that's enough? It's thanks to them that we were able to catch that scammer. You're right. That individual was a conman after all. And while it is good to hear that all the stolen property was returned to its rightful owner, that report is hardly sufficient to be used as an official document. Yeah, I guess I have to agree on that one. But, and leaving the report aside, I cannot abide Miranda colluding with the Phantom Thieves. I want you to write me an in-depth report as to how you stooped so low, along with a formal letter of apology. Yes, Polly, right away. Oof. just got some mail. Should I read it? Go ahead. Huh? Oh my goodness. Polly, Jess is calling once again. I think I have to go. Is that okay? When I get back, I'll write you 3 reports. 3? No, make it 5. Okay. You've got some nerve saying that when you haven't even written me one. Well, I guess it's time for another round. Today was exhausting. Time to sleep. Huh? What? What? Huh? I hear something rapping at the window, which is slightly ajar. Shortly after, a paper airplane flies in through the opening. What's this? Tomorrow at midnight, meet at the base. So in my room, okay. Thieves of Justice, assemble. Phantom Thief. Huh? Not again. I open the window and look down, only to see Phantom picking up previous calling cards off the ground, which apparently missed the window. Oh. Whoops. You caught me. I delivered the same note to everyone else as well. Whoa, hold on. Huh? Oh, don't worry. I made sure to clean up all the ones I missed. Anyway, see you tomorrow. I guess I'm being roped in automatically. As the veil of night encroaches, silence falls upon the surroundings, while the rest of the city sleeps. Others are beginning their nocturnal activities. In the name of justice, they will soar through the night sky once again. I wonder if that means that at one point we're gonna get a second Phantom event with the next heist. I wonder what it will be. Just yoink the stuff and shop some stuff. Yoink. I should have. Yes, I have enough. Grab some of those. Thank you very much. I can't get everything yet. No, I won't be able to get everything, that's obvious. Alright. Let's see if I can do some pulling again. Oh, the Phantom is now pullable. Oh, I did not know that. Wait, oh, did I? Do I have one? Let's see, not owned. Nope, Jesus. Those two hurt. But this hurts more. I still haven't gotten a single Rapunzel. It triggers me. Alrighty-roo. Oh, almost 2 temples. Oh well, one will do. Womp. Nope. Nothing to be expected there. On to the normals. Ooh, okay. Show me what I get. 1, 4.
Nice to meet you.
Elysian. Oh.
Aren't
Ah.
you curious about what I've got here in my right eye?
If I remember correctly, that should be the next Mexico character.
Is Valorta?
Let me check really quick. Yep. Another Mexico.
Hold up, I've got a pang in my eye.
Damn. That means I am now let's see. Limit break. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 max caught characters. And soon, Lisa will be max caught too. I can't wait for the day anymore. Only 2 more calls. Anyways, let's continue. Oh yeah, wait. Was she? Yeah, she was in the wish list. Alright. I guess I will go by order, so I will put Bestie in here now. Bam. Let's see. Second. Oh, not the first time. Actually, I should have done that earlier. I like those beats. Wait, I don't regret waiting here. Oh well. Okay. Let's see if we will get Phantom then. I still got some stuff. Let's see if I can do something about that. Maybe I can still get one more temple out. Oof. Rough. Let's see. I think I can still do some upgrades over. Oh yeah, what about this? Oh, okay. Right, this only gives pulse. Yep, I definitely have a. What about those? Not many episodes. Well, I think I can work with that. Yeah, if you like those, I will give them to you.
君、面白いね。
Yeah, I should be able to do that. The episode? It's nice that it'll make it easier for you now to play the episodes. There we go. Next one. I think there's actually still quite a lot of gems that I can get from episodes. At least I was able to make myself another temple. Alright. Let's see. Will the Phantom appear before Sonnet? Oh, okay. I like what I'm seeing. All the way at the
Let's
end.
go find some. Leave it, soldier. Nicely. What are your armament?
Elysian, I think. Is she Elysian? I'm not sure. There we go.
Tonight, I shall spirit away your precious heart.
Very nice. Good. Means we're done over here. So let me just do do the little switcheroo. Start this up. Switch that out. Didn't do it. Thank you very much. Always only works at the second try. Weird. While it's loading, I'm gonna take myself the opportunity to grab a bite. Damn it. Nom. I like those chocolate-filled croissants. There we go.
These bombs, so heavy.
And there it is. Also, while we're at it, new character, new chances to pull. Let's see how my luck will be. Alright, I like that. Okay, one more time pull and then I gotta save up a bit. Unless I'm getting enough 4 stars. Not necessarily weapons though, they don't give me a lot of star glitter. I feel like I already got this one though. Yep, so it appears. That means I can only get one of those, and I think this won't be enough. Almost. Just short on 83 primals. Still get some crystals, but I want to save them up. Oh well. At least I can get those crystals fast enough. Story. Wonders never cease. That is true. Alright, let's get into the story. Right, if I remember correctly, we just got saved out of the Night Kingdom the last time. Now we gotta look for Mavrika. Man, it was a really close call that she managed to save us.
We're way behind schedule.
She got it a bit up, I think. Like this. Alright.
Huh. There's a lot less stuff here than before.
Oh yeah, basically nothing.
It's good to see you all here in one piece. I know you must have a lot of questions, but let Koichi check you over first. It's best not to let any lingering effects of the abyss go untreated.
Thank goodness
Agreed.
you made it back.
I came here as soon as the Pyro Archon told me about your plan. Take a
Oh.
seat, everybody. I'll examine you one
How
by one.
considerate of her. Despite the short stint in the Night Kingdom, Melania and the others all have some degree of abyssal contamination. Yeesh. Thanks to Q's extensive experience treating abyssal contamination, the harmful effects will not be permanent. Nice, that's good. The treatment allows also relieves Kachina's symptoms.
Alright, that should do it for now. But just to be safe, I'll perform another checkup in a couple of days.
Alright.
I have to say, though, I've never seen anyone react to the abyss like you, Traveler. It's like you're completely immune to its power.
I mean,
She's
I can
always
even
been
absorb
special
it, I
like that.
guess.
She can even purify its power.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, now that you mention it, Paimon doesn't think she's affected either.
We don't know why though.
Given the current situation, that ability will likely play a great role in the events to come.
Of course.
Agreed.
I still have patients to see, so I'll head out.
Thank you, Koichi.
Alright, Doctor.
Alright. We might not see eye to eye, but we both had good intentions. Just give it time. I'm sure we'll figure things out between us one day.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. There's so much to discuss, I don't even know where to begin. You've
Yeah,
seen it for
maybe like
yourselves
where's
now.
the stuff?
The devastation in the Night Kingdom.
Oh yeah, that's
I'll
important
get
too.
straight to the point. Natlan is on the verge of destruction. It's very
Oh.
possible our nation has less than a year before total devastation.
Huh?
Less than a year. Oh shit.
No. That can't be true, can it?
Less than a year.
That's right. But I've only ever disclosed that fact to the handful of people working with me to save this nation. Our looming destruction is not a recent development, but the inevitable conclusion of the disaster the Abyss initiated 500 years ago.
Mulan told us a little bit about that.
500 years ago, all the nations of Teyvat were invaded by the Abyss. Unlike the other nations, Natlan never had stable and deep-rooted ley lines, so we suffered the worst of the invasion. The
Oof.
battle against the Abyss was exceedingly long and brutal. In the end, victory came at the cost of our civilization and countless lives. Even then, it took centuries of solving the disasters caused by the Abyss to finally achieve the peace we know today. And still,
Well, you can't
this
really
is but
call
a
it peace.
superficial
What's
victory.
happening
The
right
forces
now?
of the Abyss have merely been driven back underground. Their threat to Natlan remains as real as ever.
I'd never have guessed.
The problems plaguing the Night Kingdom are all the more complicated because that realm is essentially functioning as Natlan's ley lines. Immediately after the war, our calculations estimated that we would have a maximum of 500 years before the Night Kingdom was completely lost to the
Oh.
Abyss.
Well,
But at
I
that
guess we
time,
kind of reached that
we were a
point.
nation of the destitute. Our people no longer believed in victory, nor did they hold hope for the future. Our civilization was dying, our faith crumbling, and the line of power passed down from the Wayab nearly severed. If we didn't bring the nation back together, it would be foolish to even dream of defeating the Abyss in the future. So,
What can
the
we do
Archon
now?
had a long and involved discussion with the heroes of each tribe, and finally came up with a 500-year-long plan to save Natlan.
So that's what happened. After finding Kachina, I encountered a strange figure who gave me a series of new memories. Since the plan
Yep,
was mentioned in those
Tupac.
memories, I guess I've been chosen to play an important role in it. But there's still something I don't understand. Those memories showed me the Pyro Archon from back then. And it was you.
Oh?
But that doesn't make any sense! The Pyro Archon is supposed to be human. It's impossible for a human to live that long.
That's right. The hardest thing for humans to overcome has always been time. Or rather, the
Oh, my
natural
grandma's
limitations
pretty
of our lifespan.
Good with
A god
overcoming
can
time.
extend
I
a
mean,
human's
she
life by
started her
using a certain amount
97th
of
year.
divine power, or
So,
subjecting them
that's
to
impressive.
a curse. But
Almost
as we all know,
1/5 of that
Natlan
time.
doesn't have gods like that. We can only rely on our own methods. A human life is like a flame destined to be extinguished. 500 years ago, I placed my life within the sacred flame. Only by dying before my time could I have the chance to wake up again.
So, in other words, this is your second life?
It was all part of the plan, so it's basically like a phoenix rising out of the burnt ashes.
Yes. We only managed to defeat the Abyss all those years ago because the tribes came together as one. If the Natlan of the future was to have a fighting chance, the Pyro Archons that came after the war had to rebuild the decimated tribes. The goal was to reunite the people and restore the strength of each tribe's Wayab. Once a tribe was back to its full strength, the tribe's Wayab would select a hero, indicating the tribe was once again ready for war. The Chosen would then stand by my side in defense of our nation, just like great heroes of old 500 years ago.
So that means I'm one of the Chosen?
That's right. You bear the ancient name Umoja, the same one held by the hero from your tribe 500 years ago. It means unity. After your adventure in the Night Kingdom, I trust you've come to fully understand the meaning of that name.
So in other words, you always knew who the Wayab were going to pick from each tribe?
Yes. According to the plan, each tribe was supposed to have been fully restored by the time I awoke. But something went wrong along the way. The 6 heroes successfully inherited the ancient names from 500 years ago, but the intel regarding the plan wasn't passed on to them. Once again, it comes down to the deterioration of the Night Kingdom. Communication between the Sacred Flame and the Wayab has been blocked.
Just like how the Ode of Resurrection failed to bring Kachina back.
Exactly. It's just another tactic the Abyss is using against us. The Abyss may not possess intelligence, but its methods certainly aren't easy to counter. If we want to unblock that information from being passed on, my presence alone isn't enough. The ancient name-bearer must establish a greater connection to their name. So, I've tried my best to help them from the sidelines. Currently, Shilonin of the Children of Echoes, Kinich of the Scions of the Canopy, and Iansan of the Collective of Plenty have all been acknowledged by their names. During your adventure, you too earned the acknowledgement of your Wayab, Mualani. In the process, you gained the memories stored within your name.
That leaves 2 people left.
But we have less than a year!
Yes, but we have no choice. We cannot start the plan until all the heroes have been gathered. That's also why I haven't been able to take action despite the urgency of the situation.
But if you knew this whole time, why didn't you just tell me about my role in all this? Wouldn't that make everything go a lot faster?
Perhaps, but the opposite could also be true. Knowing your destiny too early could mean failing to realize your full potential. Just like your determination to save Kachina, I hope your commitment to this endeavor comes from your own strength of will, rather than a sense of obligation.
So I suppose you're not going to tell us who the final 2 heroes are then?
That's right. Their time is yet to come. Putting pressure on them beforehand will only hinder their development.
And what if they don't make it in time?
I can only trust in the judgment of the Wayab. I have never believed I could solve this crisis alone. In fact, it was precisely because I chose to trust and rely on others that we managed to get this far. Natlan's salvation lies not in its Archon or any singular individual, but in us all.
Does that mean
You're quite perceptive, aren't you? I thought I might get away with avoiding the topic.
Huh? Oh, right! All the stuff you stored here before, where did it all go?
Right.
Even though I sacrificed my power, I still needed a contingency plan to ensure you would make it back from the Night Kingdom. After all, I was the one who allowed you to take that risk, and Mualani has an important role to play in my plan. In addition to their sentimental value, the items I stored here held a much more important purpose. Fuel.
Fuel?
Fuel? So back then, that's why you...
Yes. The stories embodied by those items are certainly important, but there's an even more significant trait they all share. every item belonged to a hero of Natlan. Over time, they became imbued with a certain amount of contending fire from being carried in battle. On their own, each item's power is limited, but together, their combined effect can prove quite useful in a dire situation.
And that's how you
By
got
burning
us
those
out of there.
items, I was able to activate the contending fire stored within them to open the boundary between the two worlds. It was a rather crude approach, so all their power was depleted in an instant, as you can see.
But
And
weren't they
nothing's
all
left.
precious treasures? What about their stories?
That's exactly why I dragged you all here. No matter what, I
Oh,
never wanted the Pyro Archon to have to use that power.
I see.
I'm so sorry.
You have nothing to be sorry for. You all deserve my thanks,
All those
actually.
memorable items gone.
If you hadn't saved the totem pole, that area of the Night Kingdom would have been forever lost to the abyss. And then, it would only be a matter of time before the Children of Echoes was met with disaster. Besides, when those heroes entrusted their belongings to me, or the Pyro Archon of their time, it was out of a desire to contribute to Natlan's survival. If they knew
Even
those
after
items
their
helped
deaths.
save the present-day heroes of Natlan, they would not mourn their loss.
Even when you put it that way, I still feel bad.
After death, still a hero.
There's no need. Remember what I told you about time? The people and the events of the past are never truly lost to us. We simply carry them with us in a different form. In that sense, we didn't lose anything at all. If you still have regrets, let them fuel your resolve in the battles to come. Your deeds will become new legends and nurture new forms of power just like the items once stored here.
Well, we'd still like to return the favor.
But how? What should we
Well,
do?
if that's the case, just treat me to a drink sometime.
Well, that's
Now
an
that
easy option.
Kachina has returned, we can finally hold the
Cheers to
victory
that.
feast and celebrate your team's triumph in the Night Warden Wars. And we could all use the rest, that's for sure. Plus, you'll be able to silence everyone who doubted you once and for all, Kachina.
Still, now that I know the danger we're facing, having a victory feast doesn't feel right.
Try not to let it get to you. It's important to stay calm. Worrying about it will only affect your judgment. All right,
That's true.
you should head out. I'll join you in a bit.
Well, does that mean we're gonna get something to drink now? Oh. Something's happening. Where's that? Where are we?
When I was young, I used to sit by the hot springs
Oh,
and listen to the
Mateo.
stories of warriors from all over Natlan. They attract people from all walks of life. Friends come easy here, no matter what tribe you're from. The people of the springs have never claimed the hot springs as their own private property. They are there to bring all hot spring buddies together. It's been really nice seeing the children of my tribe get older. It's helped me gradually understand the true value of the springs. I've witnessed their energy, their determination, their absolute passion for life. Even when they cause trouble, I never managed to hold on to my anger for long. It's unbelievable how quickly they worm their way back into my good graces. I'm certain Mualani will become a great warrior when she grows up. She possesses infinite potential. I can see it. One day, when I'm no longer in fighting form, I'll come here and tell stories to all the children, just like those warriors did for me. So, you better get busy, Pyro Archon, or I'll end up running out of stories.
Rest in peace, Ateo. Oh. What's that? Will there be someone else?
Our nation is engulfed in darkness. Our
Terror.
tribes stand divided, and yet you promise victory in the distant future. The Abyss is a cunning enemy, one that I faced in battle many times. Were that not the case, I would never understand exercising this degree of caution.
Interesting weapon.
My
Seems like a
rage will
club.
never know absolution, and my power will no longer aid you in victory.
Oof.
But you came to me because you knew you could convince me with just a single sentence.
No.
I understand your choice. The heroes of today will forge the path ahead with blood and fire. Just remember to earn us the victory we are owed.
It will happen one day.
Otherwise, rest assured, I'll find a way to collect the debt. For Natlan.
For Natlan. On to the next one. Oh man, empty.
So, you're gonna
Tacos.
head 500 years in the future to serve as the Pyro Archon again? But what about the you from right now? You're just gonna die?
You can't ask her those questions and expect her to answer,
Right.
my dear. The decision
Is it
is
like-
hers to make, and
What's
she
this?
deserves our support. We will do everything we can to rebuild the tribes. Don't you worry. Even across time, we will all do our part to fight for Natlan's future.
Yeah, Mom's right. We'll always believe in you, sis.
Oh.
Oh,
So it is.
seriously
Your
though,
family.
Dad should be here. Where is he?
I imagine he didn't know what to say, so he chose not to come at all. Don't take it to
Aw.
heart, my dear. That's just who he is. Just remember, no matter what happens in the future, we will always love you.
It's pretty sad to know that your family is gone for almost 500
I'll come
years.
find you one day. I know I can't live that long, but I'll think of something.
Maybe the
There
Night
has to be a way
Kingdom.
for us to meet again one day. If there's an answer out there somewhere, I'm gonna find it. So, don't forget about me.
If that's your decision, then you have my full support, Archon.
May our children live to see such a lovely son.
For Natlan!
The people should cross
No one
paths
fights
with
alone.
things. Oof, she has quite the burden to carry. But I believe that we can manage to do that.
The rules are my legacy. They shall grant us the strength to overcome the next tragedy.
War forged the 6 tribes, taught us how to fight, instilled in us what it means to love.
Who will be the one to bring this to an end?
We are the inheritors of memory and legend. Those who grew alongside sun and wind. Those who forged our own destiny and future. That is Natlan's fire. The lifeblood of our nation.
Now she wakes up. At least that's my guess. Oh, okay.
We're way behind schedule.
Oh yeah, so we're gonna drink and eat. Let's go. Free stuff. Shortcut time. Oh.
Hey, Queechy! You here for the victory feast too?
Oh no,
shut
I
up.
knew Chaska would be here, so I just came to deliver some medicine. I was about to leave,
okay.
actually. But it's not that I don't want
Quite
to
a nice
celebrate
sister.
Kachina and the others. I'm so glad she made it back. It's just... well, I'll make things awkward if I'm around my sister right now.
Ah, well, you two had a fight, so Paimon can understand.
She didn't cause any trouble during your trip, right?
No, of course not.
Yeah, she was super helpful. She gave us a lot of useful information about the Abyss.
That's good. That's all I needed to know.
Is there a reason you asked? You were pretty outspoken when we first met, but now it's like you're holding something back.
You can tell us anything.
Maybe it seemed unreasonable, picking that fight with her before you left, but I did it for a reason. Her impulse to fight is extremely strong. Her mental strength helps her rein it in, but she still loses control sometimes. I had no idea what you might face in the Night Kingdom, so I didn't want to take any chances.
So what you're saying is...
You deliberately provoked her, so she takes that impulse out on you.
Okay, so maybe it sounds a little stupid, but it works pretty well. It helps her keep her cool for a little while, at least. Anyway, I'm just glad you were able to make it back safe and sound. That's all I wanted.
But do you really have to go that far? Can't you just talk it out?
No way.
I don't think so.
Chaska never opens up about her own pain, especially to her family. She can't learn about this, or it'll be even harder to help her.
I respect your decision.
I
Thanks for
appreciate the
confiding us.
understanding, and don't worry. I'll find a way to help her ease this burden. Anyway, I need to get going. Enjoy the celebration.
Sure, we'll
and
drink
if you
one
ever
for
need
you.
a doctor, you know who to find.
Doctor. Medi.
Huh. Who would
My
have thought there was a
personal
deeper
medic, let's
reason
go.
behind their arguing?
They're trying to look out for each other in their own way.
In the end, it's all the Abyss's fault. Paimon's had enough of them.
Yeah, let's get them away from this world. Alright. Time to celebrate. Oh damn. The moves. He's dancing. Shoo. Yes. Very nice.
Let's give a huge round of applause to our brave young warrior, Kachina!
Let's go.
Well done, Kachina. Thank you, everyone. I'm so glad I finally made it.
I
Hey,
always
bro,
knew
yo.
you could do it.
Shoes
With
on
so
the
much
ground.
potential at your age, you have a great future ahead of you.
You're one to talk. Don't think I didn't know
Yeah.
you were the first person to abandon your team. I'll be dealing with you when we get back.
I had no choice. My friend invited me. I couldn't just say no.
Yes, you could.
Oh, really? So you weren't just trying to get ahead in the first round?
I wasn't, I swear. I just happened to find that bearer injured in the wild, so I stopped to bandage his wounds.
Oh.
When he insisted on repaying the favor, what was I supposed to do? I'm just one person. I figured Kachina would have no trouble replacing me.
But the fact of the matter is that after your departure, everyone else started thinking about swapping teams too.
I'm really
Oh.
sorry, Kachina. It was wrong of us to abandon you like that.
Just spread.
It's amazing that you still made it all the way through to the Night Warden Wars. That's the highest honor.
So, what about you guys?
you make it far?
Probably not.
Our team captain drank too much the night before the competition and turned up late to the stadium on the day. We got disqualified.
That's unlucky.
Serves you all right. No sympathy for me.
Damn, Pucker.
Alright. There's no need to be like that, Uncle Pakal. Dear friends, I'd like to say a few words.
Oh,
Firstly,
somebody dancing over there.
I'm grateful to my friends and our great
Look
Archon
who's
for
there.
helping to bring me back. This traveler and her companion Paimon are some of the strongest people I've ever met.
Oh.
If they were allowed to
Flattery
participate
won't
in the
bring you
pilgrimage,
anywhere.
I have no doubt that they'd win the whole thing. They've agreed to let me learn from them. With their help, I believe I can become even stronger still. And let's not forget my good friends, Moalani, Chaska, Kanich, and Dayan-san. They all helped the Traveler and Paimon figure out a way to bring me back from the Night Kingdom.
Yes. We all work together.
They too deserve to be called our heroes. So, please give another round of applause for them. Thank you so much.
Well said!
I'll drink to that.
How does it feel being a hero, Kachina?
How does it feel to be alive again?
To be honest,
This is something I would
it's a
rather
bit
ask.
overwhelming. It all just feels so surreal. Well, you better
That's
get used to
understandable.
it. Next up, undefeated champion!
That well, I'll also become a champion coach.
Hey, please don't make fun of me.
Oh. Yeah, the party's at full swing. Nice music too. So why are you all the way over here? All alone?
You're here. Have some fruit juice. I got it specially for you two.
Fruits. Yummy.
Paimon's favorite!
You look like you've still got
I want
questions.
some.
Ask away.
Why didn't you get the heroes of the past to join you in this age?
Because they had their own lives to live. The thought of telling them,
yeah.
abandon your families and everyone you love, and come with me to the
that's
end of
pretty
time,
rough.
for in 500 years
They would've
Natlan will be
needed to do that.
destroyed, it seemed too cruel. You could just as easily point out that everything in this world would come to an end eventually. But life is short. And beyond a point, it just doesn't seem real. Imagine if I said, let's leave right now and go save the sun because it'll flame out in a few million years. It would sound quite ridiculous. I couldn't make them
Agreed.
shoulder that burden with me. Besides, every generation will have its heroes, this one included. The plan could still work without them. Or, of course, without me.
We still gotta
But since I was
get
the one who
to
came up with the plan,
ready.
I felt duty-bound to see it through to the end.
Paimon's suddenly remembering that portrait in your room. Was that your family from back then?
Yep.
Yes, it was. So when you asked me who my sister grew up to be, the truth is that very little information survives. From what I've been able to piece together, I can conclude with a reasonable degree of confidence that she ended up as an architect and artist.
Oh.
She played an
okay.
instrumental role in rebuilding the scions of the Canopy tribe, designing and building many houses.
Ooh.
But of course, none of her buildings are around anymore.
Oh.
Still,
Sad.
it was an impressive achievement, and I'm very proud of her.
So, that's the life you had to leave behind.
You feel loss keenly. It seems to stir up feelings of regret in you. But this is something I have long since come to terms with. This is a war, and there can be no war without loss. I am already far more fortunate than those who lost their lives to the Abyss. The people of Natlan look to me as their Archon, and the weight of their expectations is mine to bear. I must see our fate through to the very end, no matter what I may find there.
actually what I wanted to ask.
Yeah, doesn't that mean the way everything ends has already been written, including your plan?
I suppose, but so what? Don't forget, time takes many forms. The past, present, and future coexist, and all are equally important. Even if the future ends in destruction, there's still no reason to give up on the here and now. And it's precisely because we humans cannot know our fate that we will never give up on our struggle. This is a pivotal moment. We are still 2 heroes short. Well, 3 to be precise. There's one further hero who I'm hoping to get on my side, whatever it takes.
Surely you don't mean me.
Your resistance to the corrupting power of the Abyss is truly remarkable. It would easily make you an all-important figure in the upcoming battle. If you agree to join us, you will not only gain my full support in your journey, but I will also forge a brand new ancient name for you.
Ancient names can be forged?
They can. Several strict conditions must be met, but if they couldn't be forged at all, then the number of them in circulation would have long dwindled to 0. Possessing an ancient name would mean that your adventures in Natlan are recorded in full. Your stories would be remembered by our people for all the years to come. The Ode of Resurrection may have temporarily lost its power, but still, take this as my personal guarantee that I shall never let you fall. Just like in the Night Kingdom, I will be there for you. That is a promise I will fulfill at all costs. This nation always honors its heroes.
You don't have to promise anything. You don't have to promise me anything. I just want to help out the people.
Yeah, we can't just ignore the situation here.
Wonderful. Then I'll reach out to Shilonen right away. She's the one who will forge the name. We've never forged an ancient name for an Outlander before, but I trust she'll find a way.
So that's gonna be an interesting project for her then. Black stone on the white stone. Complete.
My lord, we've received word that the Pyro Archon has lost much of her power.
Although
your injury complicates things, this is most certainly the opportune time to seize the Gnosis.
Victory and defeat are rules, not outcomes. I have never taken advantage of an opponent in a time of weakness, and I don't intend to start now.
At least he got some respect behind him.
I must confess, I did not expect that little trick of yours to save the day.
No matter how dense the fog, as long as the sun remains, we cannot turn day into night. She could have dispelled it. She simply chose not to. You don't have much time, and you're injured on top of that. What do you plan to do next?
I'm beginning to see just how useful you may turn out to be. You heard something from here, didn't you?
What? I am interested now in bullet business. So I just noticed that I got something. Oh yeah, also this. What did I get? What did I get? Where is it? Where is it? Message. The lights of wondrous wanderings. Sanctifying elixir. Okay, no clue when I got I have no clue when I got this. That's not what I meant to look up. Pages. Dopey Dazzler's notes on graffiti. No, the art of negotiation. Okay. That's also not what I was looking for. Weird. Is it over here, perhaps? Where is that I am? What? I can't find it. I just saw it. And I got the rewards. What's that? Oh. Weird. I am not spotting it.
Swing the results.
Let's just continue the story. Actually, I might be able to have enough for another temple now. Maybe. Just maybe. Almost there. There we go. Whopping. So, some surprises over here. Thank you very much.
But it's bound to run.
Okay, let me check. Ah, 3 Pyrimos short.
Later.
Just waiting around won't do us any good. Let's go and see if there's anything we can do to help.
Great. Meanwhile, still partying, even though it's been 2 days. Let's ignore that. No, what's that? Let me check something really quick. Nope. Nope.
Don't worry. I always win anyway.
No good.
Oh.
What do you need? What do you need?
Okay. Let's see. We have to go out of here. Looks like it. Let's take a shortcut. There we go.
I see. Thank you so much. The Adventurers
Let
Guild
me
has
nom
been
something
overwhelmed
again.
these
I'm
days.
still a bit hungry.
No worries at all. We've always valued the strength of
Mm.
adventurers. Given the current situation, it's vital that we all work together. Since we're facing the same enemies, I'll send you the intel we've collected on the Abyss so far. Then we can take a look at how to coordinate our efforts.
All right. Thank you so much.
Hi, Catherine. It's us. Got any new commissions?
Ah, you two have come just in time. I've got some good news. The Pyro Archon has finished assembling her forces and stationed them all across Natlan.
Alright.
Given how the Abyss has ramped up its activities lately, we can no longer afford to act only after receiving news of an invasion. So the Pyro Archon suggested that the Scions of the Canopy and the Adventurers Guild focus on collecting and disseminating intel. That way, we can stay informed of everything that's happening across the land. Once we receive word of enemy activity, we can notify the nearest camp and the stationed forces can take immediate action.
Really too fast a response time.
Yes, precisely. This should also allow us to focus on gathering information rather than running around and trying to tackle everything at once. So please also take a chance to relax, you two. You've been working hard these days, and this will be a good opportunity for some well-deserved rest.
So that's the plan. Whew, we can
Some
finally stop and
relaxing
take a
time.
break.
Let's get back to the hot springs. If the threat of the abyss is still far from
Paimon
over.
knows that. It's not like Paimon just wanted to lay here and do nothing.
The movements of the Abyss are always unpredictable. There have also been times when it suddenly became more active in the past. The people here generally see it as something like an acute natural disaster. Once the disaster is over, everyone will return to their normal lives. We just all hope that day will be sooner rather than later.
Oh, right. Most people have no idea just how bad the situation has gotten in the Night Kingdom.
So I hope the day of peace will come soon.
Oh, hey, Kachina! Are you feeling better now?
Oh. What? No audio? It started with audio and then it's suddenly gone. Okay. Impressive, Kachina. Don't think I haven't heard about all the things that you've been doing. With everyone working so hard, I've got to do my part too. Oh, by the way... Shilolan told me she was ordered to forge you an ancient name. She said that she's all set and we can head over whenever you're ready.
So we'll finally get to meet Shilonen, the legendary forger of ancient names! Paimon still can't believe anyone could forge those things.
Perhaps Kachina's the only one without a voice right now. So it appears. Shilolan is a true master. Not only can she forge ancient names, but also all sorts of new and fun things. She's always got a pile of commissions on her plate, so you usually have to wait a while before she finishes something. In this case, though, she's completely cleared her schedule just to work with you. She wants to give you your name her full attention. Then we should properly thank her when we meet. Well, I've already signed up as a warrior, so all I have to do for now is wait for my assignment. That's okay, maybe we can go to see Shilolan together? Ah, his name. I really have a lot of trouble pronouncing it. She wouldn't turn me away, right? I mean, I hope she wouldn't.
Hey, have some confidence in yourself, Kachina. After all, you're already a victor of the Night Warden Wars.
And you died. And got revived. Everyone's so proud of you. Ah! On second thought, maybe I just find a hole in the ground to jump into and hide for a while. Oh no, you don't have to. Beyond the smoke and mirrors started. Wait, what? Oh? What? All names are noble. Your adventures in Natlan continue after a brief spell. News comes to you from the guild at the same time. The location is currently being used by another quest. Complete the quest or enable focused experience. What quest? A fit treasure? Oh? What's that? You. Because of an event? What? What? This. Ah, okay, because it's got something to do with Shilolan, I see. Well, brain is not working right now. Help! Okay, so we start the event. I should be able to continue the story, maybe. Ooh. Let me yank those up. Alright, this place. With the big drill. There she is. Hey, Xylon. Ah, it's starting again. Help! Didn't expect to see you here. Hey there, traveler, Paimon. What? What? Is it so weird to see me at my own home? All in it alone, Shilolan for great forging skills and a fame as a name engraver. To temper tales and cast ancient names is a duty without parallel, and outside of these responsibilities, Shilolan is also willing to craft some exquisite practical items She gives every piece of work the utmost focus, ensuring that every product is of the highest quality. But after work... I'm going crazy! Charlotte switches focus to enjoying her leisure time, which is for her of the greatest importance. Makes sense. Well, no, but Paimon thought you have found a beautiful tree to get a few days shut-eye. And by now, since we just solved such a big problem. Well, I love to, but everyone's been busy with reconstruction. I feel wrong to slack off at a time like this. So, this is where you've decided to contribute? Here, let me show you something. Oh, what a pretty jewel. It's very valuable, but something looks off. Sharp as always. This is a phlogiston honey pearl with peculiar patterning that's been making the rounds recently in the market. They're usually produced by phlogiston aphids. Pretty common, really. But these oddly patterned ones are both novel and scarce, making them quite expensive. Paimon gets it. That's just like how we love treasure chests that have an awesome looking pattern on them too. So I bought a few for my collection, and guess what? After a few days, the potted plant I was raising nearby had withered. Oh, so it's poisonous for plants then? I didn't think much of it at first. I mean, I don't know the first thing about growing plants anyway, so I guess you don't have a green thumb. Later, however, I heard Kitchina say that some people got sick. Oh. Most of them were customers of Chevan's gemstone shop. Even Chevan herself proved no exception. Huh? Wait, did it all have something to do with the gem then? I thought so too. And so I smashed one open and discovered that it contained some abyssal Oh. That's not good. Low concentration, of course, and isolated by the outer shell of the honey pearl itself, which made it almost undetectable. What about the victims? How are they doing now? No need to worry. The low concentration resulted in rather minor maladies, with most being sleepy or being prone to exhaustion. It hasn't had any effect on the more fit, like myself, Kitchina. That's good to hear. Phew. And here Paimon thought this might be a sticky situation. Sticky? Like the honey and honey pearls? I bet Paimon was thinking sticky like slimes instead. You know it. Unfortunately for us, this problem's only a threat to ordinary people, just like slimes. You two really understand one another. We totally do. Still, we've made lots of people scared stiff by slimes, so it's not like we can ignore it just because it isn't dangerous for us, right? Exactly. I already explained the situation to our chief and asked him to collect and destroy all the strange honey pearls on the market. But we still need to attack this issue at the source. My sentiments exactly. Like I said, phlogiston honey pearls are produced by phlogiston aphids. If anything is the source of the problem, it'll be them. I went to look for Kinich, since he's got the better head for investigating between us. Yesterday, he sent word that he found feats with abyssal contamination. Oh. There are also traces of their presence near Science of Canopy and the People of the Springs. Right, and Kinich also notified Mualani. However, they're not exactly gemstone enthusiasts, so the problem didn't affect them as much. And that's good to hear. Looks like there are all sorts of lingering Abyss-related issues, huh? Guess we've gotta be patient. How do you plan to deal with the aphids? Catch them first. We can still purify this level of abyssal contamination. We shouldn't need to harm the aphids. Kinich has marked out places where they gather, and I'm heading to a spot near our tribe. Would you like to come along, by the way? Bug catching sounds like fun, doesn't it? I invited Kachina, but unfortunately she's already occupied. I'm game. Glad to have you. Would have been a boring trip otherwise. Let's head off then. Oh. Gotta follow her for now. Yep. Oof. Luckily there's a teleporter not too far away. Go around here and do a little bit of climbing.
We're way behind schedule.
No one ever heard a little bit of climbing. Yep. This is our spot. See that? An aphid. Polluted with the power of the abyss. Way larger than any normal one ever gets. Oh, what a huge aphid. Is it dangerous? Relax. Even though it's been contaminated by the abyss, its behavior doesn't seem to have changed at all. Oh, that's good to hear. That was weird. Still, I've especially prepared an extra large insect net to make sure everything goes smoothly. Here you go. It'll come in handy for catching them in a moment. Oh, right. By the way, Kinich mentioned something rather unusual. He discovered that there's a special berry that always grows near areas where abyssal aphids are found. The berries contain a toxin that can paralyze the aphids, so if we spread them on the net, it'll stop the aphids from struggling. Oh, that's good to hear. Huh? Why are aphids living around a berry that paralyzes them? Seems kinda strange to Paimon. I think so too. First time I've heard of animals living alongside something that's dangerous to them. I mean, I remember not long ago I watched like a little info clip about a certain type of tree that basically makes certain insects dependent on them. Like they secrete something that the insects eat to, well, nourish themselves and don't starve to death. But at the same time it also causes that they can only digest, if I remember correctly, that secretion of the tree. And they can't digest anything else that they gather or well, hunt, I guess. So the tree basically makes them their protectors. So they have to take care of the tree, protect it, and at the same time the tree gives them nourishment. But if they leave the tree, they are probably going to die, since they can't digest anything else. Something like that. Pretty crazy nature. Alright, I think so too. The first time I heard of animals living alongside something that's dangerous to them. It's totally unnatural. Wait, could something be behind them getting infected by the abyss? Paimon's sure on high alert these days. Hey, even the dumbest guides grow up. Okay, sorry. Paimon was never dumb to start with anyway. The only problem with that is that we searched everywhere, but didn't find any trace of human involvement. So let's just chalk it up to some unknown natural aphid behavior for now. Fine, but no matter what, we've got to catch them first. We don't want anything else that makes people sick running around. Backbuster Squad, move out. Does that mean now I can This crowded phlogiston efforts will be protected by special wards that, before they break, will prevent your attacks from depleting abyssal power. Once its ward is broken, the effort will be stunned, and while the ward is broken, each attack by a character can deplete a specific amount of abyssal power. Night Solar Line attacks or higher frequency attacks can deplete abyssal power more quickly. Okay. Deploying Shadow Insect Net within its effective range can greatly damage a ward and trap efforts. Characters' attacks can damage their wards, and Night Solar Line attacks can do so more effectively. The insect net needs to charge up before being used. Collect shackle berries to charge the net and restore some phlogiston. The challenge will contain shackleberry plants and objects that contain these berries. Defeating certain opponents will also grant a small amount of shackleberries. If efforts corruption by abyssal power are attacked, they will flee to the next zone after a period of time. If their wards have been broken, abyss corroded phlogiston efforts will immediately flee to the next zone once they recover from this stun state. They have a fixed upper limit to the amount of abyssal power that can be depleted each time the ward is broken. Okay, so can I now do this? Yes. Yep. Enable. This really quick. There we go. And yep, I thought that we would meet her here. Let's get down here.
Next on the agenda.
Let's get down to business. Ooh, nice looking workshop. Ooh, a tail and ears. Wow. Stunning colors too. But no voice from Kachina. Say hello then. I brought the person who needs an ancient name. She's super amazing and I've already learned tons of stuff from her. I can vouch that she's really worthy of a hero's name.
Ah, yes, so I've heard.
Okay,
so young, and yet you've already got quite the reputation.
Yes.
Wait, are you Outlanders?
Yes.
Yep, we're travelers who just arrived in Natlan not too long ago.
No, I mean, I was aware that you're travelers. It's just no one told me that you're Outlanders.
So? Huh? You're saying the Pyro Archon didn't tell you?
No, the only thing she said is that a new hero had pledged herself to the plan, but we need to forge an ancient name to ensure she'd be able to return safe and sound. And she did mention that it would be quite difficult to forge an ancient name for them, but at the time, I thought she was just commenting on my skills. But I seem to understand where the true difficulty lies now.
What? Are you upset?
No, I wouldn't go that far. I'm used to it, really. I just need a moment to process things.
It's okay.
The Pyro Archon's requests are always difficult to fulfill, and we used to argue a lot. Honestly, it's probably for the better that she didn't bring this up at the time.
Yes.
Anyway, I can't argue with her if she isn't here, and it'd be pointless to take my anger out on someone else. But, just because I understand her rationale doesn't make me any less upset. After all, she must have known that forging an ancient name for an Outlander is an impossible task.
Oh.
It's impossible?
What now?
As you probably know, an ancient name is a symbol of a hero's spirit and glory, which grows even richer and heavier as generations of successors inherit it.
Yeah.
We forge ancient names by engraving the heroic deeds of an individual who will become the first hero of that particular name.
I've got plenty of deeds under my belt. Yeah, I saw countless feats recorded in the adventure handbook. Oh, so it's all in my handbook. It felt like they could do anything.
But they were all performed outside of Natlan, correct?
Does the Night Kingdom count?
Yeah, that's right.
Then those deeds haven't been recorded by the Night Kingdom. To take it one step further, even if you had performed heroic deeds in Natlan, as an Outlander, your actions still wouldn't have been recorded by our lands. Only memories and experiences that have been acknowledged by the Wyab can be used as a basis for an ancient name.
Maybe the Wyab acknowledged us.
Even the greatest of craftsmen cannot create something out of thin air, you know. That's just how it is.
Seems the Wyab don't want just anyone to get a name, huh?
Mawika, of all people, should know better than anyone. Yet she's still entrusted the task of forging the ancient name to me.
Well, what now?
Oh, Paimon gets it. Nobody's happy being asked to do the impossible.
Why do I feel like this happened before? I think last time Lowland just ended up running dozens of laps around the hills nearby. Oh.
Ugh, don't remind me. Let's just focus on how we can pull this off. How to achieve the impossible.
Alright. I'm in.
You're already willing to accept the task?
Let's find a way, I guess.
Well, what else can I do? What's happened is already done, and it's not like I can outright defy the order of my Archon. If she gave me this order, then she believes the ancient name is an indispensable part of her plan, and that I'll be able to find a way to make it happen. In other words, the order is an affirmation of my abilities.
Oh.
Whoa, not only has she accepted the task, but now she's looking for silver linings?
Maybe that's just how much she and the Archon trust each other. Yeah. Let's see if we can find some special way to pull this off. If we really can make it work, I'm sure we can still go back and talk to the Pyro Archon, right?
The key is getting the Wyab to somehow acknowledge the traveler's existence and record her heroic deeds.
I mean, we cleansed one of those totems in the Night Kingdom.
We heard the voice of a Wyab when we were in the Night Kingdom before. We even had a whole conversation with her. If we can talk to her again, maybe we can figure something out together.
That could be an option.
Every tribe has their own Wyab. How do we know if the one you met is indeed the best one for us to talk to?
Oh, that's also true.
Plus, considering the unprecedented nature of this situation, I have a feeling that the acknowledgement of one Wyab alone would probably not be enough.
Would you need to gain the acknowledgement of all 6?
I don't know. That requires a level of knowledge that I do not possess.
Oh. Do you know someone?
We need to find a consultant who's an expert on all things Night Kingdom and Wyab. The first person who comes to mind is Lali at the Masters of the Nightwind. The one we call Granny Eatstly.
Eatstly? Oh.
We've heard that name before. We used her Spirit Speaker Stone to find Kachina's ancient name.
Oh.
A person who can make something like that must be pretty impressive. I'm not sure she'd be able to help.
Still, she's older now and quite eccentric. It's hard to even book a meeting with her, given that she's constantly holed up in a room and doesn't like to be disturbed.
And she might be angry that we broke her stuff.
I've heard that to get her help, you have to be extremely patient with her and know how to keep her spirit up.
I see.
I hate to break it to you, but
pretty sure we can do that. She probably won't be very happy with us.
Huh. Why is that? I mean, didn't she already help you before? And you even managed to save Kachina.
Yeah, but...
at the cost of her Spirit Speaker Stone being split into 2.
Yep. Huh? Yeah, she won't be happy to see us, I guess.
Great going,
Let's see if we
Malika.
can do
We're
something
already
about
off to a
that.
rocky start here.
Yep.
In that case, I guess your
I
only
bet you know
option is to
something
try to
we can do.
emphasize that this is an important order from the Pyro Archon. Hopefully, Lali would still want to show respect to the Archon. I'll also write you a letter on your behalf. If you can find someone to deliver it and mention some good things about you, then that should help too.
Alright. Oh, let's ask Kniech to deliver the letter. He understands the whole situation and is already a familiar face to him.
Paimon sure hopes a Hal won't interrupt when he's talking, though.
True.
Alright, Kniech is a seasoned negotiator. I trust that he'll know the best things to say.
Great. Then I'll go contact him right now.
Please just give me a moment to write the letter, and we can meet up near the Statue of the Seven later.
Okay. We'll do that.
Good. We'll take a stroll in the meantime.
Let's see if we actually... Oh yeah. Okay, never mind. We'll just straight up go back to the location. You know what? I will take a walk and enjoy my surroundings. It's looking nice here. There we are. Whoop. Kniech makes his way over after some time. We meet again. Kachina told me everything. I deliver the message to the Master of Nightwind and convince Sidlali to give you a chance. I'll also take this chance to explain what happened to the Spirit Speaker Stone and offer her an apology in person.
I'm sorry to put this on you, Kniech. It's just that you're probably the only person who knows how to deal with her.
It's alright. We're all working for the sake of the Pyro Archon's plan. After all, everyone here understands how dire the situation has become.
Oh, wait, so Kachina and the Traveler also know about the plan?
Yep. Because we all saw a hero of the past rematerialized right before our eyes. And then Noelani said that a ton of knowledge and memories suddenly flooded her brain. The Pyro Archon explained everything when we came back from the Night Kingdom, including the reason behind the appearance of the hero, as well as the current state of the Night Kingdom.
Right. She mentioned there are 6 heroes and that Shilonen is one of 4 that have already been acknowledged.
Yep.
Oh, well, then I suppose there's no need to keep any secrets between us. Having companions walk by your side is perhaps the best solace when facing such a bleak reality.
Agreed on that one. I have another piece of intel to share. We've pretty much identified the person who rescued the captain in the Stadium of the Sacred Flame. Oh. His name is Auroron, and he also hails from the Masters of the Nightwind. However, he spent most of his life living out in the wilderness by himself, away from the rest of the tribe. That's why his disappearance went unnoticed. By the time Sidlali finally realized that he was gone, no one had heard from him for quite a while.
Lali knows him too?
Oh. That's right. Auroron was an orphan raised by the chief of the Masters of the Nightwind, and many other kind-hearted people in his tribe. Still, he's had something of an odd reputation his whole life. Odd, huh?
Given how the Masters of the Nightwind love to babble about dreams and revelations, they're already a pretty strange bunch to most.
I see.
I've never met Auroron, but if they consider him the odd one, he's got to be pretty far out there.
I wonder what he did. That's right. So, in that sense, Auroron and Sidlali actually have quite a bit in common. Which is why they get along pretty well.
Makes sense. But Paimon wonders how Lali could be the first one to notice Auroron's disappearance if she spends the whole day in her room.
Maybe she felt it? As of now, we still haven't been able to confirm whether Auroron joined the Fatui voluntarily, or if he was coerced. Sidlali is probably eager to prove that Auroron hasn't betrayed his people. I plan to use this as leverage when I go to talk.
Oh, so if I'm following, you mean we'll help her investigate Auroron and the captain's whereabouts?
See. Yes, if you're all on board with the idea, then it becomes a mutually beneficial collaboration, rather than just a one-sided request. Even though I don't think Silali is the kind of person to turn down an order from the Pyro Archon, working together with us will help her focus and not get distracted by the whole Auroran situation. Good idea.
Yeah! Plus, we kinda owe her one anyway to make up for breaking the spirit speakers down.
Yeah. Still sorry for that.
This is a pretty well thought out plan. As expected of Mollypoke Niche. Then, yeah, I'll leave my letter to you. Let's hope Seat Lolly can meet at the stadium in 2 days.
Right. Sure. I'll head out right away. Take care out there, Kinich. I'll be heading back as well. There are still a few things I need to pack.
Okay, then let's part ways for now. I'll see you in a couple of days.
I said that like half of the voices are actually there. I wonder why that's the case. Maybe they get added in the future. Just jump really quick. Oh. Actually, I can get the ones that I'm missing. I just got to do this. Hello, Catherine.
Thank you for completing.
Please, thank you. Nice. Alright, let's see. I don't think I'm gonna get a 5-star. Just what I said. Ooh, Collie. Oh. My boy. These 2 4-stars. That's not too bad, I guess. And I can already get 2 more wishes. Yippee. So, how far is Collie now with the constellation? Halfway there. Scent of Summer. Alright. Let's see. How far am I with level 19 characters? Let's see. He should be 90, 90, 90. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 17. Ooh, I still got a long way to go. What? Wait until the morning of the day after tomorrow. Okay, sure. That's a complicated way of saying wait 2 days. Ooh, let's stretch those legs and arms. There we go. Always important that the body gets some movements. Alright.
Oh, it's time to meet up with Shilonen. Let's ask her how things have been going.
Let's see. Over there. Thought we meet at the stadium. Or maybe we're gonna meet up with Shilonen first, and then go to the stadium. Alright, let's check out the situation.
Hey, Shilonen, how's everything going?
Oh, hi, Traveler and Paimon. I have bad news. Seat Lolly did not reply to our request. Although, I suppose I'm not too surprised.
That's not good.
Huh? You mean she didn't even bother to give Kenichi a response? Guess she really does have quite the ego then.
Oof.
Yeah, well, she can be also quite eccentric, though she's one of the most gifted people around. Even the Masters of the Night Wind often struggle to work with her. My guess is that she probably has other reasons for not deigning us with a response. But let's go to the stadium and see if we can meet her there. If we do get a chance to talk to her in person, we can still try to work something out.
That's true.
Alright.
Let's go.
Let's try our luck then. Oh, upstairs. Okay, I can just go up here. Nice hat. Oh, alright. Guess I was through the walls close enough. Miss. Damn it.
Paimon doesn't see
Juices.
anybody.
I want some
Seems
juice.
she's just not gonna show up, huh?
Or maybe she's already here, but we didn't notice her.
Well, we tried to be as considerate as we could, but she's under no obligation to help.
That's
That
true.
might be true, but this is still a request from the Pyro Archon, right? Shouldn't a subject always answer the call of their Archon?
A subject? Well, if you ask me, I'd say we're all more like friends with the Archon.
Yeah.
Yes, Mawika is our leader, but that doesn't mean there's any kind of tall barrier between
Yeah,
us
it's
and
a bit
her.
different with leading, I guess.
The only thing is that she often has very high expectations of us.
I can tell.
So even though she's super powerful, it sounds like she's actually pretty down to earth and easy to get along with. Unlike the old hag Granny Eatstily, right? Does she think she can ignore us just because she's famous?
I think she heard that.
Talk about her like she's some kind of huge deal, but she didn't even bother to reply to our letter. Seriously, if she didn't want to come, she could at least let us know.
Paimon, stop
That's what aging
talking.
does to you. Paimon never wants to get old.
Oh, really? So, that's how you see me?
Who's there? Who's talking next to Paimon?
Oh.
Oh,
Interesting.
don't mind me. I'm just a disgruntled old hag, right? Come on, relax.
She looks pretty
I'm
young.
sure my bark's worse than my bite.
I'm surprised. I thought she would be, I don't know, 80 years old.
Huh? See, Lolly.
Huh?
Wait, you're Seat Lolly? You're Granny Eatstily?
Yes,
I'm confused
Granny
now.
Eatstly. But emphasis on Eatstly, not Granny.
You don't even look like a granny.
You must know this trope from light novels, surely. They use it all the time. The young man who's actually the oldest person in the room. The girl next door who turns out to be a seasoned veteran. The wise sage who looks like a little kid. Oh, wipe that look off your face! You've seriously never seen an older lady that doesn't look her age? Okay, well, don't go thinking it's a trick either. See? I'm barely wearing any makeup.
If you say so.
Did I forget to mention, she's called Granny, but she's actually pretty young.
And you were complaining about the Pyro and leaving things out.
It was an honest mistake. I guess we've just gotten used to it.
If you say so.
I'm sorry. So, how old are you actually?
Oh. I'm straight up going to the personal questions.
What? How dare you? Don't you know it's rude to ask a lady her age?
And also to ask her weight, maybe her height. There's quite a lot of things that would be considered rude to ask, lady.
Paimon really didn't mean to offend you, it's just that your case seems really unique. Oh, Paimon just wanted to apologize, but now she's putting more and more of her foot in her mouth. Really, Paimon just got a little mad since we thought, well, you were gonna leave us out to dry.
Yeesh.
It was my idea to invite you here, Seat Lolly. So if you're upset, you can just take it out on me.
All right. I was only joking. I didn't mean to chastise anyone. There's really no need to take all this so seriously. If anything, I'm gonna feel awkward if we keep this going.
I'm not sure if that's from my side, but the S's really sound a bit crackly.
I received Kenichi's letter and was planning to attend this meeting. Since I had already decided to come, I figured there was no need to draft a reply that simply said, "Understood." Besides, just showing up is the most important part, no?
I mean, I didn't even know if you would come.
But, of course, it's also natural for people to get held up by one thing or another as they're trying to leave the house. It certainly was a bit awkward to see that everyone else had arrived before me. At first, I was thinking of quietly sneaking over, but since you were already here waiting for me, I started to think about how I should phrase my apology. Only to hear you all talking smack about me.
No, on my days? Okay.
Anyway, that's the whole story. Honestly, it's not like I owed you an explanation anyway.
Yeah, I guess we're quit now. Awkward silence.
What's with that expression? Was she feeling embarrassed just now?
Yes. Is she waiting for us to carry on the conversation? Everything she's saying sounds like a joke, but I'm not sure if I should laugh. Would it be rude to laugh? Even more rude to not
When the
to
Masters of the Night Wind say they struggle dealing with her. I wonder if the feeling is mutual. She seems to be pretty awkward herself. Everything she does and says seems a little forced.
Anyway, Shilonen, I heard that you require my help in crafting an ancient name.
Correct. The situation isn't like anything we've handled before. Let me explain.
Explanation time. Shilonen explains the Pyrocons.
I see. So Mawika has asked you to forge an ancient name for an Outlander. Well, that would be a first. And you've also heard all about Auroron. I must say, he's always been a good kid. I can't see him joining the Fatui of his own volition. He must have been coerced somehow.
We know once we find him.
Yeah, that's what we came here to ask you. We'll help bring Auroron back if you help us solve the problems of forging the ancient name. What do you think?
The thing with the cracking, yes, I should definitely ask a friend.
I suppose I'll just call you Traveler for now. Traveler, come here. Let me take a good look at you.
Okay, got nothing to hide. Oh. What's happening?
Wealth leads to unending conflicts between people. Yet you alone transcend the value of gold. Baleful thunder and wrathful waves bring terror to mortal hearts. Yet again and again, you've braved them to find new worlds. A weary yet free soul, even the most verdant leaf in the forest, will pray for your happiness and safe passage.
Excuse me, what was all that supposed to mean?
Those are all the things that I could see in you. You've experienced far more than even most mortals could dream of. You possess the heart of a sincere hero, along with the conviction to lift a torch above your head and walk headlong into the night. Huh? Don't move. There's something here.
What?
Huh? What thing? Don't scare Paimon. Is the Traveler gonna be okay?
I don't see anything.
Shoo!
Huh? What was that?
That should do it. You've just returned from the Night Kingdom, so some fragments of souls were still stuck to your body. No need to worry. I've just cleared out the last of them.
Okay.
Isn't that
sure,
kind of like having part of a ghost come back with
It's nothing as serious as that. If left unattended, the most it could do is stir up some chaos in your mind, and generally worsen your mood.
But that's still not nice.
Well, in that case, better to get rid of them.
Well, thank you.
It was nothing. Shilonen, let's follow your proposal. Once you've brought Auroran back, I'll take you to see the Lord of the Night.
The Lord of the Night? But don't we need to talk to the Wyab of the tribes?
Something this important is beyond their jurisdiction. Only the Lord of the Night can decide whether we can grant an ancient name to one who does not hail from our lands.
Oh, okay.
The Lord of the Night is an ancient entity that rules over the entire Night Kingdom, constantly borrowing the power of the sacred flame to combat corrosion from the abyss.
Oh.
Oh, so you're basically saying it's even more powerful than the Wyab of the tribes. Well, that sort of makes sense, being the lord of the entire Night Kingdom and all.
That's true.
Not exactly. It's not so much that one's more powerful than the other. But never mind. That's not important.
Like
it would take too much time to explain.
Different areas that they have to do, different different area of expertise.
Just listen carefully to what I'm about to tell you. The Lord of the Night is currently in a deep slumber, and we can only communicate with its consciousness while in a trance. In other words, in a dream.
Oh.
But I will need to prepare a few more things if we are to hold a ceremony to achieve the state of the trance. I'll make a list. Can any of you get everything for me?
I can go. It'll probably be a long list, so better leave it to someone who knows all the local vendors.
Sounds good. Then we'll go with St. Lolly to track down Auroran.
The Fatui are nothing to scoff at, so please, be careful during your investigation. If you need any help, just come find me.
Don't worry, we're strong.
Yep, we'll be sure to play it safe.
All right, now it's time for us to catch that brat and bring him back. I'm sorry I made you wait earlier. It was actually because I decided to swing by Auroran's place to look for clues. He has always lived alone, and I found a broken jar in his house. There was also something off about his phlogiston aphids, which I assume is because their keeper has been gone for quite some time. And interestingly enough, I saw some slash marks in the house that did not match any of our local weapons. My guess is they were left by Snezhnayan arms.
Maybe the captain?
Oh, sounds like the Fatui broke into his house and took him hostage.
But why would they kidnap a kid who just spends his days living in the country and raising aphids? He's only in his 20s. What would they want with him? That's not to say that I believe he's totally innocent, of course. Since he's the only one who was kidnapped out of everyone in Natlan, he must have done something to attract their attention. In any case, we'll get to the bottom of this once we manage to get him back here. I'm truly sorry to put you two through all this trouble with me. But please help me get him back.
Of course.
All right, then let's start by heading to where Auroran was seen last.
But we will do that another time. Oof. What a pretty lord fuse right there. Ah, shoulder, not the shoulder again. Alright, what to say? The story's pretty interesting so far. Again, as always. Can't wait to find out the reason why they kidnapped him. I mean, he must have done some kind of research that really got their attention.
It's so nice to de-stress.
But that's something we will find out on another time. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream today. And I hope that we will see us again another stream next time. And until then, I wish you all a good day. And if we don't see you again, a nice weekend. Bye bye.